Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Farming Valley. So we're picking back up where we left off from last episode, and my goal today is I want to do a bit of building. I want to do quite a bit of building. Summer may come to an end, and we may move into spring, maybe towards the end of the episode, but I do want to do a bit of decorative building around the base, and kind of start cleaning some stuff up, like in the house, maybe do some stuff in the barn, and then maybe do some stuff in the town as well. So it's going to be kind of a mix of building today as we move around. Plus we have DecoCraft, and I would like to spend a little bit of time working with that. And I also know I want to trim back a little bit of this hill where our house used to be, because I don't want this so much right here. So, oh, and our corn has come in, which is good. That's good. Oh, wait, what? Huh. It must have turned on, sometimes it does that. Sometimes it's like, oh, we want to turn auto jump on. Okay, it looks like corn's the only thing that's in. Okay, it looks like our sprinklers are not running. So they did finally come to an end, which isn't too bad. I mean, they ran for a very long while, like 5 days or something like that. So I definitely don't mind throwing a bucket of water on them like once a week. That's not terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and we may actually get around to putting a well in this area, because I do want like a well in each of our farm plot type areas. So today we might get around to that as well. We shall see. Just kind of depends on how things go and where we're at on time and everything. Because I just want to kind of like go around the farm and do a lot of miscellaneous building type things and mess with a bit of DecoCraft. Probably put a bunch of DecoCraft around the farm as well, because truth be told, that's a mod we're going to be using quite a bit in the series. It works so well for this pack, I think. And we might actually do the thing around here that I was thinking of doing with the fencing. We'll see if we get around to it or not. Okay, so we got 2.5 stacks of corn. I'll keep like a half stack of corn, and I'm going to ship the rest off. So 2 stacks of corn getting sold, which should be pretty good money. I imagine we'll be around 30,000 by the next day. So we may actually do some purchasing. Oh, and we may expand the kitchen today. Maybe so. I mean, that's not something that's super pressing at the moment, but I do want to get that done, and we are going to work in here a little bit too and kind of clean this up. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and get into our building for today.
Brother, sister, can you hear that? Our heartbeat cutting through the ether. Star drifters, can you feel that? One love can make us all believers. A generation of renegades, we don't have to stay alone. So brother, sister, can you see our light guide us home? We'll paint the sky with our energy, so they can see us from outer space. Through the dark we will radiate. They're gonna see us from outer space. All the faces in this ocean come together, making memories in motion. We're the traces of the chosen. Let's come together with a heart wide open. A generation of renegades, we don't have to stay alone. So brother, sister, find your spaceship and let it take you home. We'll paint the sky with our energy, so they can see us from outer space. Through the dark we will radiate. They're gonna see us from outer space. They're gonna see us from outer brother, sister, star drifters. We're the traces of the chosen. We'll paint the sky with our energy, so they can see us from outer space. Through the dark we will radiate. They're gonna see us from outer space. I can't find you. I can't find you. I can't find you. I can't find
Okay, so we got a bit of landscaping done. It ended up just becoming landscaping. Like, I started messing with decor craft, and then it was like I got moved over to landscaping and got kind of sidetracked and just focused on that. But the changes, you know, adding these stone bricks and the roads and stuff like that, doing that stuff, it's fairly small, like quick little changes. I gotta do a thing there. But fairly small, quick little changes, kind of landscaping this out and adding, you know, actually connecting the roads and stuff. But it makes such a difference. Because for one, we now know, like, where the pathways and stuff, for sure, they're, you know, they're put down, basically, where the pathways are going to run through the town. And then, in addition, of course, it looks so much better. I think this looks so much better. Hey. You know, just having kind of the little raised spots, you know, the town is going to be, you know, basically cleaning up the town and stuff like that. Now we can start adding trees and doing decorations around the town. And I kind of want, like, some banners. This pack doesn't have fairy... No, it does not have fairy lights by default. That is one mod I'm probably going to add to the pack. And that's because that way I can kind of have, like, the hanging banners and stuff around the town, because I want the town to feel festive. You know, if you ever played Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley, those towns are very festive. They always had festivals going on, and that's kind of how I want our town to feel. Is with that festive kind of atmosphere. So that's something I'm going to add, so we can have those little hanging banners and different little things like that. And I think it's gonna add a bit to the town. Now, I will say that the next speed build, probably the next video, I think the next video is going to be another speed build video. And we are going to finally be working on this eyesore. I was about to say eyesight. But we're going to be working on this big eyesore, because this thing looks horrible. This is one of the first buildings we put together on here. And it was pretty much just a quick throwdown. And we don't have a porch on it. We don't have, you know, the roof needs to be redone. We're out of the cobblestone, the cobblestone era. So that's got to be redone, and then probably after that, we'll probably move back over to the house before too long and start working on that second floor, because the house looks really flat right now, and I want to get that second floor added on, and the tool shed and some stuff like that. As well as working inside the house too, but a lot of the inside of the house I'm kind of holding out on, and that's due to the fact that some of this stuff is getting moved upstairs, basically the bed is about, I think, the only thing that goes upstairs. But, man. And we also need to come through and do the chisels and bits. I've got to figure out exactly what I want to do. This room's not done, by the way. Honestly, I'm not even 100% sure if I want to keep the granite or if I want to go with a lighter color that kind of matches the bathroom a little bit more. But these doors, I've got to figure out exactly what I want to do because, you know, they don't connect to the wood. Chisels and bits, I was thinking about doing like a door frame, which I think is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into a test world and play around with the chisels and bits and see what I can do to actually kind of frame these doors and make it look decent. I love the rounded oak wood. I absolutely love it. But this is my only issue with it, is that the doors don't properly connect. I kind of wish doors would... Well, the only thing is if they went in the middle, then you'd have borders for these blocks. I mean, I could easily chisel and bits these blocks if they went in the middle, but they don't. So, I don't know. I have no clue. And my little reindeer plush. So, I don't know. I've got to figure out exactly what I want to do with that. And we need to expand the kitchen back. A lot of little projects, you know, always ongoing, more or less. So the sun is up and we have corn, and we almost have 60,000 gold at the moment. Like, we're starting to really make some money, I must say. Like, we're pulling in some decent profit, and not having to water. I mean, I haven't slept this entire speed build video. I mean, not in real life, but, you know, in the game. And, I haven't slept that whole time, and just day after day after day, just working through the night is wonderful. Now, there was a few mobs that got through. That's fine. That shouldn't be... I don't think mobs are going to be an issue at all. Like, you know, the first year was pretty rough. We were fighting mobs, and we were watering things, and everything was super manual and all that. And then when we hit winter of the first year, you know, we lit everything up. Or, you know, most everything to keep the mobs from spawning. And winter of this year, we're going to continue with our lighting project. I kind of like spending winter time on that. We're going to be doing that and doing a bit of mining, probably a little bit of building as well. Kind of working on the town and also adding some additional farm plots for the upcoming year. Which hopefully we'll just have the money, just go ahead and change those over to sprinklers like as soon as we get it. That's kind of what I'm hoping. I'm also planning on breeding some animals before too long as well, because I don't know if you noticed in the speed build, but the sheep is now producing large wool. So the only animal that's not producing large products is the chicken. And of course the cow is producing 2 milk per day. So we'll probably end up before too long breeding maybe the cow, the sheep. The chicken I'm probably not going to breed until we move over to chicken coops. So it's not a whole lot of rush to breed him out. Oh yeah, I need to sell these things. And that's probably going to put us, what, around 75, a little over 75,000 gold once the money for that comes in, which is it's crazy. I love it. I love this money that's coming in. Now, I will say that 25,000 is already spent at Granny Catlin's because we're going to get that teleportation book. It's not a really big rush. We're not going to be really using it until winter time. But we do need to get that. And then also, I want to get some storage drawer stuff set up, compacting drawers. So we will probably start that, possibly next episode, since we'll be working in there. So I'll probably do a little bit of speed build and then also do some storage drawers. Now, one thing I love, this is when, I actually looked at the map a couple times during the speed build. It was just for a brief second, I don't know if you caught it, but when a base starts looking like this, when you actually have noticeable pathways from the map, like the map is when I can look at something and say, oh, this is really coming along, because you get a bird's eye view of it. You know, of course, right now we don't have flight. I can't look at the base from above. I mean, technically, I guess, go into creative and look at it, but I don't tend to like to do that because, you know, if I don't have flight, I don't want to be able to look at my base from above as if I had flight. You know what I mean? Because that's part of the building aspect, is trying to get an idea of what your base is going to look like and how to put it all together without having access to that. But anyways, I really think this is starting to come along with the pathways. That really kind of shapes out the town and everything. And you can see the elevation changes here, which comes out pretty neat. And we'll continue on with the back of the town and stuff. I will say the town's probably going to run to about right here once everything's done. So, right in there. And then we're also going to have, I'm thinking about like a big pond off over here, like a fairly large pond. It's going to connect over to this river, and that's where we're going to have the fishing hut. Now, there is a fishing pond building that you can build, but I haven't looked at it. I need to look at it in the test world. Honestly, it's probably just going to be put somewhere as a decoration more so than... I mean, we'll probably fish there, but we will have a large pond over here where the fishing hut and stuff goes. So, the fishing pond's probably going to be on the farm or something like that. I think it would be fitting there. And then we're also going to have some small decorative, like fountains and stuff around the town. So, yeah, it's definitely coming along. Bit by bit, it is coming along. One thing I may change is I may bring this wall out by 1, so we have grass on each side, and also possibly put a staircase that runs up from here. So this pathway can come over to here and come up as well. So this will be like the center of the town is the Great Fairy Fountain. So we'll see. I've got to give it some thought, but it's definitely coming along bit by bit. So anyways, I know it's about wrapping up point for this episode, so I am going to end it out here. Like I said, next episode we'll be working on that monstrosity. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, to stay up to date with when new videos come out, and I hope to see you guys next time. So, until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.